welcome back to another episode of Behind the Degeneracy, where we go through my brand new solo album, Music for Degenerates, track by track, get into some stuff, talk some music, play some guitar, the whole thing. My point for doing this is to try to share maybe some of my insight into what I like to do for songwriting, and maybe it might help you, maybe it won't, and you just listen and, this guitar sounds really good, that amp sounds really good. There's a lot of reasons to be here. But anyways, today we're going to be talking about a song called Adrift in This Empty Limbo. Adrift in This Empty Limbo is, without a doubt, my top, if it's not my favorite song on this record, it's my second favorite song, and by that much. We'll get into something later, another song in the series, but right now, for the purposes of this conversation, this is my favorite song. What I like about this is it's kind of a ballad. It's very sad. It's got a very interesting, twisted sound that eventually does this thing that it explodes at the end. There's a lot of dynamic buildup that happens across the entire song, and by the time you get to that end, it's like, whoa, I like music that moves, goes places. I try to bring that in the best I can when I can, and I think this song is pretty decent at that. So, what is this song? It's one riff mostly. It's got a lot of other sections and a lot of other things, but I think if you took this entire song and broke it down to one specific moment, it's the riff that opens up the song, right? I'll play it again real fast for you. That I wrote one random day after work, coming home, playing guitar, and that was the first thing I played. I just turned off all the muscle memory, all the brain, and just said, just write. And that was the first thing that had popped in, and I just knew right then and there, oh man, we've got something here. There's a lot of formulaic procedure, I think, that goes into the rest of the tune, the verses versus the chorus versus the bridge versus the outro, but that is what it is. The intro, the verse, riff, whatever you want to call it. And I think that riff is only as cool as it is because of one piece of gear. This is the Generation Loss Mark II from Chase Bliss Audio. It's a really cool, it's like sticking an old school VCR player in front of your guitar sound. It's got all of this vibe, all of this mojo, and I never did anything more with it than put all of the switches, the knobs, right in the middle, turn the pedal on. There was the sound. I love this thing, and it doesn't go on my board for Mystical very recently just because it is a fairly pricey pedal, and if it were to ever get stolen, I'd be very upset. But this thing is sick, and this thing, I have since then spent time turning knobs, and, it can do a lot of really cool things, but I think if you're looking for a mood, a vibe, something just really cool, you guys should check this out. I don't know that they still make these because Chase Bliss kind of circle around with, what their offerings are and when and how and why, but even if you're just on Reverb or something like that, check this pedal out. I think it would be pretty rad. But anyways, so yeah, intro, verse thing. This is a fun one because, as a guy that's been singing or screaming and playing guitar simultaneously for a pretty long time, it still can be a challenge. Going into something that is, kind of straight eighth notes. Minutes feel like hours, so come and stay a while. I should probably look at the lyrics before I start to do anything like that, but it's one of those fun licks that I can kind of just mindlessly bop, 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 and my left hand's going to do the thing that I remember from playing the lick over and over and over and over again, and it's a cool time for that. But yeah, there's that. The chorus section, the thing that comes right after that. So take a listen. It's got a thing to it, and it's fun because it's 3 chords the whole time. There's other little things kind of happening that give it a little bit of motion, specifically in the bass guitar part. But like the fact that you can rely on, I'm trying to think real fast what this is, because this is Jesus. I know this would regularly be a C power chord, so if it's 2 below a C, B, is that B? No. B flat. B flat, I think. Right? It's got a thing to it. There's lots of little moments, little things on there that feels very classic rock, but there's a lot of modulation and a lot of wild effects that kind of pull it out from that world. It's a good time. But so okay, sorry. We intro, verse, chorus, verse again, chorus, bridge. Okay, so this is a funky one. Right? Kind of just this repeating thing. It's kind of like an add 9 power chord with what I think is like a third up top. But take the 5 and you lift it, right? And you just keep moving it. So you lift the 5, then you bring the 5 back. You lift the 5, you bring the 5 back. It's a cool way of kind of doing some motion for the bass and the drums. Kelly does this amazing little like left right like a quick 16ths thing that just makes it sound super organic and monstrous. And then the last part of the tune, I'll take us to a little bit of a high gain sound. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so that. Right? So it's kind of same exact chords, just with the gain thing. A lot of build up, a lot of momentum. This kind of like grandiose, big, like whoa, moment of just like it feeling like the song is exploding. And Kelly's such a dynamic drummer that's capable of such like great musicality that he can kind of build with those chords and make that bit happen. So when I come in with the voice on the end of that, it can go somewhere, right? Because your music is only as good as your drummer, guys. Facts. Sorry, if you don't like it, too bad. White Stripes. No, I'm joking. Meg's great, but yeah, it's just dynamic build up, playing the right chords, making those moments happen, and trying to highlight what you need to highlight within a part to get it where it's got to go. So yeah, that's kind of the spiel of all of this. Dynamic music is really important. Take your audience somewhere. Let things happen gradually and not always like that, because people feel that. There's a reason why the Deftones are like exploding amongst like younger music audiences right now, and I think it's because like people need something like that. People need something that feels organic and like it's moving and like it's breathing, and they'll react accordingly. All right. Well, anyways, thanks so much for being here with me on this Adrift in this Empty Limbo episode. I'll catch you guys then next episode for, I think we're playing Sad and Older, if I'm remembering the album correctly. But any hoozles, I'll catch you guys later.